Hey guys, they're bringing in that pollen. It looks like Brazilian pepper pollen to me. Yes, indeedy. There's a lot of that golden pollen that's coming off of that golden rain tree. Ton of that blooming right now. Golden rain tree, yeah. This is that little nook that we made up. Now, that one that just went in had some really light colored pollen. That little door's working, I think, gonna work out good. I stole this screen idea, by the way, from Barnyard David at Barnyard Bees. Don't get pissed off now, David. It's me stealing your little idea here. We all got to work together, you know. Don't get mad at me either now, because you know I have feelings. David probably doesn't care if I have feelings or not. But anyway, thanks for this idea, David. I think Joe, the skinny bee man, he does this same trick. You know, and you can just pop off the staples later if you want to open it up. That hole is 3/4 high and about 2 inches long. If you want to make a, you know, big entry on it. Yeah, these guys are doing pretty good. I'm not going to pop this lid on this thing. I didn't bring a jar of stuff. I gave them the one jar, and it's got one hole in it. We'll pop this top off of here. I don't want to fool with this hive at all. Showing a lot of bees. See, you got just one 1/8 inch hole is all I put in that thing. We'll leave these bees alone until October 30th. We'll come back. I got some more ox here. We're going to shoot some in this hive here. Got old Bessie fired up here. The old locomotive. And I brought some ooey gooey pollen patties. I want to put a shot on this. I'm not going to squirt any of the ox in here either. Let's look in October, because I'd shot these things earlier. This is about the 4th round on this hive here, and so we'll see how it goes with this. It's fixing to rain here. We got rains coming in. Got a few bees up top here. There's a dead beetle right there. See what's happening up here. They haven't done any drawing on that drone frame at all. It's like some fresh wax going on here, guys. Oh yeah. Over there, bringing in the honey. That thing is just about to be capped off. And as these are hatching, as this brood here is hatching, they're backfilling with nectar. Let's look at this next frame here. Oh yeah, heavy guys, heavy. Yep, they're backfilling everything with nectar, and they're starting to cap it off. Here's a real pretty frame right here next to it. just on the one side. They haven't started drawing out, but they're filling this all up. We're gonna have a whole super nectar here. Yeah, she's getting heavy. This hive's doing pretty well. It's doing quite well. Let's draw up 50 on it. Shoot some up top. I really should change out this bottom one into, because the rest of these are all beefy beehives. I'm just going to shoot this in this ox here on the brood portion of this hive. I got to get over here and replace this. I dipped these timbers, but it's been years and they're starting to fall apart for the weather. And actually this pipe is just floating on here, but all that extra weight I got on there, I got to get a new board on there because this is doing absolutely nothing. Got to change that board out before we have a total screw up here. Put one of these upstairs, and I'm going to put another one in here, I think. Yeah, let's put one of these in here. We've probably got at least 3 more weeks of this pepper flow, and I've got a hunch they're going to slap this full of honey and this full of honey, so that'll be good. All right, I'm going to run over back to my other base camp yard. You can see the smaller hive. The beefy ones, of course, are wider. Same amount of frames. But this is 2-inch material, and that's 1/2-inch material down there. You can make them work mixing them up like this, but I think I'll change that out next trip over. And by then it'll be the end of the month, and we'll take a peek see in here and see how this little colony's doing, see if my queen made it back from her mating flight. So let's run over to the other yard, guys, and see what's going on over there. Guess what, guys? They're still up there. They're still up there. Hard-headed bees. I'm doing a little something different here. I got 30 of these mediums. 30 of these mediums. Some of them have permanent bottoms attached. They're coming off. They're 7 inches from here to here. 7 inches. Well, the deep is running 9.5. So what did I do? I bought some nice spruce studs down at Lowe's. Cut them 2.5 inches. That gives me 9.5 inches. Now I've got a deep. So I've got all these rigged up and ready to go. These guys. So I got to get all those converted. These holes, some of these I've cut in holes. They've got screens stapled to them. So as I get a free moment, I run them in the shop, pull the bottoms off, pop the screens off, and we're converting all these mediums nukes to 5-frame deeps. So I'll have quite a few going into spring. I thought I'd show you the goofy bees up there and what I'm doing there with that. My sweet almond, it keeps putting out posies. I wish we had smell-o-vision here. I'll tell you what, guys, to me, it's the sweetest smelling bloom. And it just keeps on cranking them out. I don't know, I think Kevin in the bee club told me this thing will get 15 foot in the air. I don't know. And he said you can grow from cuttings. I bought 3 of these and put them in. They were in 3-gallon pails. I paid $7 a piece for them. I showed you that before, but they just keep coming on with the blooms. And I had quite an issue with stink bugs for a while, but that's gone away. So anyway, gotta get over here and we'll slap a treatment on these bees and a patty on them. Let's get us another 50 milliliter here. Brazilian pepper's cranking out here pretty good. It's getting a lot of bloom on it here. A few love bugs on it. They're about to be done for the year, thank God. I see some hornets are on this thing, and I actually don't see any bees working this right now because it's not really fully popped out yet. I've seen some. They're already got red berries on them. So it stretches out. Some start earlier than others. They're about to slam this super slap full of honey. This stuff turned out looser than my last batch that I made. I'm going to put a little more. I'm going to be putting a little bit more powder in my next batch. Wow, they're about to plug that trap up. I got to go get another trap. I'll be right back, guys. Let's see what's in this thing. Look at it. Look how they plugged propolis up those holes in there. I mean, they're really loading it up with propolis, big time. Let's take a peek in here and see what we got. Few. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I just reuse these. I take a toothpick and I poke out that. Now you can go out there to John Punta, Georgia Bees. He sells a little cassette thing, a specialized trap, if you don't want to make these. But making these is not a big deal, guys, I'm telling you. I have a video or two out there on these. You'll see I put a top on there. The reason I got T for top, because when I first put this piece on here, the bottom, I put cornstarch in there and I rub it around my finger. It takes all that stickiness off of that tape. And I do it at dining room table, and then I go outside and I fire up a leaf vac or the air compressor and I blow out that extra dust. That makes that floor completely non-sticky. Then I bait it, put about 6 dots in there of Max Force, and then I put a roof on it. And that way, when the bees chase them beetles in, when they chase them inside, they walk across that nice floor in there, that non-sticky floor. David and them sell them traps. They're like a CD thing, and which is cool. But you know, you're spending a lot of money that you don't have to spend if you're a cheapskate beekeeper like myself. Whatever blows your hair back, you know. All right, this colony's doing well. Keep it up, girls. Steve-O loves you. Old Steve-O loves you. Get another 50 milliliter. After you do this a while, it's pretty easy to judge, you know, the pressure on your syringe plunger as to how fast you want to do it to cover all that. Just divide that 50 milliliter up between all them 10 frames, or 8 frames actually in this case. I'm going to do a alcohol wash. I'll do an alcohol wash probably the 30th when I do that check. When we check that nook over at that other yard, I will do start doing a few alcohol washes too. And I'll show you what I do so you don't have to throw away your alcohol until the end of your deal. I use a funnel and I put a coffee filter in. I'll show you how I do that. Let's give these guys 25. These guys have got plenty of elbow room yet, and they will probably just stay in this box all winter. This hive, this half-inch hive, I used with that particle board stuff, and that's the last of that I'll ever do again. No, I won't be doing that again, guys. What I'll do is go with, if I'm going to do it, I'll go with the 1.5 inch material on the ends, and I'll use 3/4 plywood on the sides, just like I done this one. This is 3/4, I mean 1.5 inch on the ends, 3/4 on the sides. That's what I'll do. Another 25 milliliter here. I really don't think this queen in this hive or that hive is that good a quality. For whatever reason, she may not got a good mating, I don't know. Bad weather, who knows. We'll evaluate them in the spring if they make it through the winter. A lot of times the inferior queens or marginal queens don't make it through the winter anyhow. So nature kind of takes them out before the beekeeper takes them out. As they die, you're just going to insert new stock right back into these boxes and keep it going. Keep your boxes as full of resources as you can. This looks like a very good colony here. This is a good colony here. I see a lot of yellow, bright yellow wax and stuff in here. That is pepper coming in. We'll do 50 milliliter also on this one. A lot of honey bringing in, guys, a lot of honey. I guess I should say nectar. It's not honey till they fan it down and cap it, make it ripe. So let's rephrase that statement. So this little operation, it don't take long. You move right along with it, you know. I don't go too crazy on the patties. You're just inviting more African hive beetles if you throw more patties on than that little bit there. It just gives you another excuse to get your butt back out here and work more bees is what it does, you know. Next week or whatever, you can peek in these beehives, see what they're doing. This seems like a pretty strong colony right here also. Yeah, a lot of drones. A lot of drones in here yet. There's another big fatty right there. So we got plenty of drones. Sebastian tells me he's going to keep breeding on into November. I guess you could do that. Jamaica, Cuba, wherever you're at down there in South America, you keep on going. Australia, they're just starting up. Our winter is their summer. So them boys are just fixing to rock and roll down there. Yeah, look at that. That's some pepper honey right there, buddy. I like the flavor of it. State of Florida absolutely hates it. Oh, really? Guess they don't have a sense of humor, I don't know. I gotta get a little more fuel in this puppy here. Running out of gas here. Oh yeah. Talk to me, baby, talk to me. It's a good colony here too. Very nice colony. Look at them, guys, plugging this up, loading it up. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Looks like I'm gonna have enough material here to do my hives here. I love it. The proof will be in the pudding, guys, on this method I'm using. Well, we really won't know until we start doing alcohol wash test. We do our alcohol wash test. That'll be the proof in the pudding on this oxalic acid dribble system that I'm doing. Hopefully though, with all them frames, we're gonna have lots of honey. Should, unless they gobble it all up before spring, to make up more nukes. That'll be a great thing. We want to fill all them boxes over there in the spring. This thing is looking a little plugged up here. Let's see if we got any beetles in this one. Boy, that Gorilla Tape, guys, whoo, that stuff's strong. It keeps hanging on. There's none in this one, none. So that's good. These bees are chasing them things out of that hive. Some hives are better at it, controlling them things, than others. This hive here, guys, this guy right here has got to have a super on it, guys. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I got one last beefy medium phasing these things out, but I'm in a pinch right now, so I'm putting it on. And I've got strings in here. I've got my hemp string on here as a starter strip, stapled, pulled tight, stapled, and then beeswaxed. 20-pound monofilament. There is a few with old plasticell that I rewaxed. So they should jump on this and hopefully fill this out. And I got a few people crying and whining about honeycomb, so if they fill these up, then I can take care of the people that want that. Now this lid is matching this hive here, so as you can see, it's a little shy. The length is the same. This length is the same as the bottom chamber, but it's wider because I'm using inch and a half material. Reason I did that wood was free. That supply has run out. I don't know what they're doing with the material. They've gone to maybe a whole new different system. I am not sure. But anyway, that is what it is. Alright, let's see what this one's doing. Let's blow a little smoke in their face. There's a dead beetle laying on top. So I guess it is possible they go in, eat some bait, and crawl out. But I haven't seen any effects of the hive. That's that. My job is done for the day. We beat the rain. beat the rain, it's coming. So these girls are on autopilot. If I get into something else, I've got something I want to show you though. I just thought about it. Let me shut this camera down. I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, what I want to show you is you get some colonies dying out, and you got this ugly looking mess here like so. Do not, I repeat, do not take this hive tool, metal sharp object, and gouge this extra wax off of here. You've got sharp protrusions on this. Go to Wally World and get yourself one of these fine tools right here that the Pioneer woman puts out. She's putting a lot of stuff there. Her hubby's got a cattle station in Oklahoma, but she's selling all kinds of stuff on television. Got a cook show and all that. This is one of her tools. Okay, probably made in Japan, whatever. China Mart. I got it at China Mart, Wally World. But get one like this. This is great too if you guys want to harvest honey off a plasticell. You get right in here with this tool and plow this stuff off of here. Okay, you can plow that honey right off. You're not going to damage nothing. Now, they've gone in here. What I will do with this, I've got my stainless steel tub out here. I will fire that up, put water in, and I'll dip this to get all this crud off here, and it'll help kind of sterilize this too. I'll have boiling water. Don't get too crazy with the boiling water on this plasticell because you will warp this stuff. But just use some sense. After you warp a few, you'll see what you can get away with. But look how nice this peels off. You can actually harvest honey like this too, right into a strainer. You don't need an extractor. You can use a tool just like this. There you go. Dip this a few times, then get that 4-inch roller like I showed you in that little crock pot. 4-inch foam roller. You get at the paint shop at Lowe's and roll on a nice coat of wax on both sides of this, and you can reinsert that. That'll save you a lot of trouble, but please do not use this tool. If I catch you using this tool on this product here, I'll have to slap your patty cakes, okay? Alright guys, appreciate you stopping by. I will see you on the next one. Probably the next one we'll get in there, not too far out, and on the 30th, and look at that nuke, see if that queen made it back, kind of evaluate her. And we'll do some alcohol wash too and see where we're at with the varroa numbers. Alright, be happy guys. See you later. Bye-bye.